I have never knitted a full garment before. I've knitted squares and I've knitted rectangles and I have abandoned scarves, but nothing with any shaping that's actually involved. So naturally, as a naive beginner, I've decided I'm going to knit a cardigan. I have not done much knitting before. I can knit some squares, which is about it. I absolutely think that it is just going to be a case of learn as you go, because I am a slow knitter, even when I'm doing squares. I think sometimes you just have to allow yourself to not be perfect at something, and as adults we kind of forget that it's normal to not be perfect at the start when we're trying something. It's so easy to just stay in your comfort zone, and my comfort zone is absolutely crocheting, whereas actually I want to start knitting, but I tell myself I'm not very good at it. But I also haven't given myself the chance to actually try and make something. The pattern that I'm wanting to use is the Novice Cardigan by Petite Knits. Now they have a mohair edition where you're using like two balls of yarn, or they've got a chunky one. Now the yarn I want to use isn't either. So I think that I'm going to be leaning towards the mohair pattern. Instead of using two pieces of yarn, I will just be using the one, and I think that actually it is to the same width. There's actually the gauge on here. I never do gauge stitching with crochet, but there's the gauge here, so I'm going to have a go at that. First challenge is stockinette stitching in stockinette stitch.
Stockinette stitch.
Stockinette. That is the one with the little V's. So it's a knit stitch, then a purl stitch. I'm going to have to find someone's YouTube video to work out how to do that. I got these little cute wooden ones. Maybe should have gone with function over cuteness. I think these are really cute. Okay, so here's my tiny knitting. I've got a whole chest here, and these two stitches are crossed over, and I don't know why they've done that. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So I have 3 extra stitches right now. As a kid, it's kind of normal to be bad at things, but as adults, we kind of act like it's embarrassing. I think social media has just tricked everybody into thinking learning should be effortless, whereas in reality, it's kind of just repetitive. It's a little bit awkward. There's only so much knitting going wrong that I can actually show you. I have been working on my knitting. I'm a little bit slow, and it is coming along so unbelievably well. I really love the colour so much now it's in the knit. I'm so excited. I'm going to make some dinner, eat, and then I'm going to swap out these needles and move on to the next section. I haven't really filmed anything in the last couple of days because I've just been so engrossed in knitting and haven't wanted to do anything else. This is where I am at with my little cardigan. It is so cute. There's a couple of little things where I've increased. At the minute it's kind of obvious. I'm hoping that when I block it, those will disappear. I am so obsessed with how it is coming out. I've kept all my stitch markers in place because I'm a bit concerned that if I start to get too confident, I'm going to lose where I am with the stitching. But I can't believe that 3 or 4 days ago, I could only knit a square. Let me just put it on the cable and I can show you how it's going to look. The amount of times that I've done this at each stage. Okay. So it's going to sit like this here. Obviously at the minute it's a very small little collar, but it's so cute and I love it so much. I'm so happy with it. I just can't believe that 3 days ago I had only ever knit a square, and now I've done a different cast on that looks way better than what I have ever learned. I have done ribbing and increasing twice, and I feel fairly confident with my knit and my purl stitch. I can't believe that this is where I'm at. I love it so much Maybe this should be your sign that if you have ever been putting something off because you think you're going to be bad at it, or you're embarrassed about going through that like awkward beginner, I'm not very good stage because I'm still learning, definitely give it a go, because imagine if I'd never started knitting, I wouldn't have the beginning of this cardigan. When I finish this, it's going to be an absolute staple in my wardrobe. Go and do something that you want to do, because that's what you need to do.